Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Act Like a Man. This is your host Dennis and I'm glad today, I'm very fortunate today and blessed today to have my very special guest. Not only a very special guest but a very special friend, so thick and thin. No? Nung mataba pa kami at nung payat na siya. With me is a best-selling author, very famous speaker and trainer, and somebody who I really look up to when it comes to leadership development and personality development. Let's all welcome Mr. Jayson Lo.
Hello, how are you, Pastor Dennis?
I'm good. Kamusta naman, Jason?
Payat ka na rin naman through thick and thin and thinner.
Oo, kasi sardinas yung ulam namin dito, no? So, ma-protein kami ngayon.
Kami lahat ng mga delata.
Oo, pero feeling ko kung binenta mo yung mga laruan dyan sa likod, marami kang mabibiling pagkain.
Ano na nga, iniisa-isa ko na nga binibenta. So, from tuyo, naka-spam na kami. Tapos hotdog.
Alright, Jason, siguro give us a little background lang kung sino ka.
Yeah, I'm a speaker and a trainer, and I'm also an author. And I've been in business for a long time and had major transitions. You know, before the lockdown, I had speaking engagements for AFSLI. They asked me to speak on Business 101. And naisip ko yung mga businesses na nagawa ko, no? Mga small businesses. Umabot na ng mga 15 businesses. So some were successful. I had many epic failures as well. Kaya mas natututo tayo dun sa mga failures. And then, dahil marami akong ginagawa at the same time, dun ko din nakita yung importance ng focus. Kasi meron tayong perspective na ang pagiging busy is being productive but that's not the case. Being productive is knowing what you should focus on and saying no to the rest. So now I have been focusing kasi before na i-invite lang ako sa mga speaking engagements while I was doing my business, and then we had a direct selling company na doon din ako nag-speak. Hindi ko naman alam na this is something that I will be doing for a living. So 8 years after, I've been very fulfilled, contented, and happy with what I'm doing as a speaker and as an author and a trainer.
Alright, may sinabi ka kanina in your line where you said na meron kang mga bagay, there are things that you don't do so that you can focus on the things that you do. Just curious, what are those things that you don't do now so that you can focus on what you do?
Oh man, before I had invitations to put up a business, a coffee shop, a hummus, kung ano-ano yung mga business. Although those are great opportunities and I believe in those people, but naisip ko na parang hindi na it's not where I should be or what I should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yung pinaka-worst sa akin, before proud ako na to, pinaka-worst sa akin was having 5 different businesses all at the same time. So meron kaming pack meals na business, meron kaming restaurant, meron kaming direct selling, meron akong mga iba-ibang mga negosyo, meron kaming kiosk na yung puhunan namin 250,000. Tapos akala ko okay lang, maliit lang yung puhunan, franchise naman. Ending up nalugi pa kami ng 300 plus thousand. Kaya yung more is more, that's not true. It's less is more. And it boils down to the 80-20 Pareto law pa din.
Before you explain the 80-20 Pareto law, kasi may mga iba na magcha-challenge sa'yo, no? Siyempre ngayon, mas nag-mature ka na. You've grown older. And
you should know it.
We've all grown older and wiser. But when we were young, there's that tendency, no? Kasi marami nakikinig sa Act Like a Man na from 23 to 35 ang major. 85% of our listeners are men from 25 to 35. And many are saying, I have that energy to do 3, 4 things. Who are you to stop me from dreaming and really going out there and making sure that I earn from all these income streams? No? Anong advice mo sa mga taong ganon? Since napagdaanan mo yan.
I heard this story from a 27-year-old guy and he emailed Mark Cuban. Tapos tinanong niya si Mark Cuban, I have ganyan. I have full of energy. I have 4 businesses. What should I do? Nagulat siya, in-email back siya ni Mark Cuban. Billionaire owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Sabi niya, drop the 3, focus on 1. Drop the 3, focus on 1. And yung energy, no? Kasi we can do anything but we cannot do everything.
Yeah.
And the importance of focus is really, we take it for granted na pagdating sa marami tayong ginagawa, feeling natin mas marami tayong ma-accomplish. So, if you're thinking of doing a business, it's like this. Lahat ng mga nakikita nyong mga diversified yung kanilang mga negosyo, lahat yan, nagsimula sila sa isa, lahat yan nag-focus muna. I don't know if I'm correct, no? Even companies like Jollibee, it took them 30 years before they had a delivery. Di ba? Tapos, yung mga ibang companies na iniisip natin na malalaki. I have a client in Iloilo. They own malls, they own hotels. Pero it took them 30 years in the construction industry building that business before they diversified. So, parang Pastor Dennis, parang may fruit. For example, yung fruit na yan, gagawa ka ng orange juice. So, ini-squeeze mo yung orange juice. Tapos napuno na tong baso na to. So ngayon, iisipin mo, ano ba yung gagawin ko? Hindi pa kasi puno yung baso, ginagawa natin, nagda-diversify na tayo, naghahanap na tayo na ibang gagawin. Pag napuno mo na yung baso, now you decide, am I going to get another orange juice, another orange rather, and squeeze it into another glass? Or is it time for me to get another fruit, probably an apple, and then create an apple juice? So I guess that's one of the best ways or metaphors to use when thinking of diversifying.
Alright, so parang gusto mong punuin mo muna to bago ka gumawa ng ibang bagay, tama ba?
Correct.
Because your energy is distributed, no? Parang yung mga lalaking 3 yung girlfriend, di ba? Mahirap din yun
Parang yan, alam mo yan, yung buhay mo dati. Ay, hindi pala.
Magagalit misis ko niyan. Huwag mo naman lagay yung buhay mo sa buhay ko. Iba naman yung buhay natin dati. Makasalanan ka na dati pa
Nako, sabi ng mga kids ko, Daddy, how many girlfriends did you had before, Mommy? Sabi ko, she's the one and only. Liar. So, yun yung isang sikreto sa buhay kasi ang 80-20 Pareto law, it looks deceptively simple, but its application is vast.
You have to tell us what the 80-20 Pareto law is.
Yung 80-20 Pareto law, it is a principle that was founded before, and according to the principle, hindi na ako papasok nun sa history niya, pero yung principle na yan, 80% of our productivity comes from 20% of our actions. So, for example, you're in sales. 80% of your sales, it actually comes from 20% of your clients or customers. So, minsan, hindi naman siya definite na 80-20. Minsan, 70-30. Minsan nga, 99-1. Pero 80-20 Pareto law. So, pagdating sa tao, may 80-20 Pareto law rin. Diba? Kumbaga sa 100 friends, 20% lang ng friends mo yung nakakapagbigay sa'yo ng meaningful relationships. And the rest are just acquaintances or people that you just know. Okay. So, malaking-malaki yung application niya.
Yeah. Jayson, now you're a very sought-after trainer and speaker. Sobrang dami mong talks. As in, sa sobrang dami, wala ka ng time sa friendship natin.
Oh, no!
Pero, joke lang po yun. Joke lang po yun. Right? Actually, inaarbor ko yung Funko Pop dyan sa likod. Inaarbor ko yung Funko Pop niyang Jordan sa likod. So, matetest po yung friendship. Tingnan natin after the end of the podcast. Please stay tuned kung bibigay niya talaga yan. No? Pero kasi di ba, from where you are now, you have been very successful in training companies, doing a lot of coaching. Yung ginawa mo, yung sinasabi mong 20-80 Pareto law, how does that look like for you now? That ito na-achieve mo, what was the process? Give us a picture of how that looks like for you.
One of my influences is Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs. Yung bumalik siya sa Apple, di ba? If you know that story, ang Apple has 300 plus products. 300. So, upon coming back as CEO, ginawa niya in a span of a few months, he took away hundreds of products, leaving them with just 50. Hindi pa siya nakontento doon. Ginawa niya yung 50 na yan, nireduce pa niya to less than 10.
Wow.
And yung 10 na yan, magkakasya sa isang table, and it made Apple the most valuable company in the world. So, yung nakita ko yun, no, and napagod na rin ako. Sabi ko, dami kong pwedeng gawing negosyo, pero nakakapagod eh. Kaya I told myself, I will focus on speaking and how can I use 80-20 in my speaking. I realized na kasi we had a direct selling company before. So, I'm naturally inclined to be motivational. Tapos, nagpunta ako ng church. Diba? I worked full-time. Grabe, sobrang bait ng boss ko nun. Talagang...
Sino boss mo?
Ibang level yung boss ko nun. So, tago na lang natin sa pangalang Denny C. Oo. Napakabait sa on the outside, pero
for the record, one time in Jason's life, ako po yung boss niya.
pero behind the scenes,
kaya magaling siya. Kayo nang bahala mag-fill in the blanks doon.
Mabait sa labas nga, pero behind the scenes, bully. No? Bully. Nakita ko na sa speaking ko, akala ko magaling na ako mag-preach. Kasi nagsispeak ako eh. Pero pinapakinggan ko yung mga preaching ko 2008. Grabe, kinikilabutan ako eh. Wala si Christ. So, hindi siya Christocentric, napaka-motivational. So sabi ko, I have to learn how to preach. And I focus on that. And fortunately, after 2 years of preaching, almost every week, doon ako nahasa, doon ko na nakita. No? Tapos yung 3 years na, biglang all of a sudden, God called me to another in field again.
Yeah.
So pumasok na ako dun sa speaking kasi nakita ko kahit nasa ministry ako, my heart is really in business. So yung nag-start ako noon, after that, akala ko mahusay na ako mag-speak. Hindi na naman pala kasi SME ako small medium enterprise Pag negosyante kausap ko, mabilis. Pero pag corporate na, iba na naman yung vernacular, iba na naman yung lengguwahe. Inaral ko na naman yon. So after ko siyang aralin, inaral ko naman yung facilitating. Kasi dati, pag nagsispeak ka, pag motivational speaker ka, madaldal ka Bigay sa yung mic, kaya mo magsalita buong araw Pero pag facilitating, kailangan you draw out from the crowd. So, meron akong mga sessions ngayon. One extreme session I had. Nag-start kami ng 9 a.m. Natapos kami ng 10:30 p.m.
Wow.
Nagsalita ako doon mga 5%. 95% sila lahat yung nagsalita. It took me 2-3 years to learn that. Tapos move naman, training naman, team building naman. So isa ko talaga siya. Ngayon, I've been coaching for a few years and yun naman yung isang bagay na I'm focusing on now.
So dahil sa 2080 Pareto Law, you were able to put your energy towards an industry and get to be more adaptive and more flexible in that industry. Ito, Jason, question lang. Most likely, frequently unasked question to. Gusto ko maging speaker kasi feeling ko mabilis lang talaga mag-speak. Mabilis lang ba talaga mag-speak?
Sa akin, honestly, I wouldn't encourage anyone to go full-time in speaking unless you have built your credentials already. Kasi kung mag-start ka sa speaker, parang ano yung i-share mo? Usually, i-share mo lang yung mga natutunan mo sa libro or nakwento ng ibang tao, quotations. Pero kung nag-start ka as a, let's say, a professional and you build on that, be excellent in what you're doing, and then do speaking on the side, and then you eventually build that. And then you will gain experience, you will gain your credentials, stories, tsaka yung mga bagay na you want to focus on. Kasi speaking is not easy Kala nila madali. Yung iba na nag-speak, let's say, naka-jackpot, merong kliyente na, di ba, kumita ng once or twice, akala nila it's that easy And I've known people na who are even influential, who are quite famous, who tried speaking and stop. Maraming come and go. Dadating, pero mawawala. Kaya kung feeling mong calling mo talaga to, you work on that.
Ito yung gusto ko talagang tanong sa'yo, no? Marami kasi, they follow you on Facebook, they follow you on social media, and many are blessed and motivated by your talks, by your video clips. Can you help motivate people who are watching this, no? Na paano ba magle-level up? Lalo na ngayon naka-lockdown tayo lahat. How do I improve on my skills? I did a podcast about 2020 being the year of training, no? And how do you motivate us to train? No, tulad ako, every 5 o'clock, tinatawag na ako ng misis ko, nag-exercise na kami kasi nag-post ka kasi na nakaka-100 push-up ka na. Yung mga ganong post, alam mo, nakakaasar yung mga ganon. Kasi sabi ng misis ko, tingnan mo si Jayson, mag-100 push-up. Diba? So, nako-compare. So ngayon, kailangan ko rin, year of the training ko rin ngayon. No? So how do you motivate people to level up at this time na, syempre marami ngayon, mawawala ng trabaho, no work, no pay. What can we do now?
Correction pala, 105 na. 105.
Oh. Habang walang video, hindi nga kami maniniwala.
Kasi dapat hindi natin bibiglain yung sarili natin when we start a regimen. So, ayaw natin mangyari na tumakbo ka ng 40 kilometers kagad on your first day. After that, isang taong kang di makakatakbo. So, you start first with 500 meters, di ba? Or you start first with a few. And then after that, after siguro, baka nga 2 weeks or 1 month yan bago ka maka 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. So, ako when I started with the push-ups, kasi before nagagawa ko siya pero matagal na. So sabi ko, I want to start again. I started with 5 every day. 5 became 10. So kaya ko na yung 10. Okay, mga siguro to 1 week. Tapos yung 10, sige, gawin kong 2 sets of 10. 20. Tapos after that, una ginawa ko, ginawa ko 20-20. Sabi, 20-20, pagod na pagod ako. Sakit ng katawan ko kagad. Hindi na ako makapag-reps. So sabi ko, I'll break it down into 10s. So instead of 20-20, ginawa ko siyang 10-10-10-10. Pag yung ginawa ko noon, naka-add pa ako. Naging 50 na. So now I'm doing 15 push-ups, 7 reps. Kaya siya naging 105. Tapos crunches, ganun din. Tapos with the reading, nakakatuwa tong mga silver lining ng lockdown. Ilang books na nabasa mo?
Madami na.
Marami na, di ba?
Nabasa ko ngayon yung mga librong di ko babasahin, yung medyo mas malalalim because I'm forced to. It's a good time to study. Yeah.
Ako, meron ako mga books. Hinahanap ko, nasa baba yata. I have books. Yung isa 4 years ago, I told myself, tatapusin ko siya. Hindi ko pa nabasa. A book by Tony Melotto. Galing ng book niya, Building Dreams ba yun? It's about yung Gawad Kalinga. It's a 450-page book. So nagbago yung perspective ko doon, lalo na pagdating sa poor and how you can help them. I think I've read almost mga 15 books tong lockdown. Tapos now I'm trying to work on skills that I need. Ang inaaral ko ngayon, copywriting. Yung leveling up, you start with focus. Here's the one question that you should ask yourself. What is one thing that I can do right now? If I do this one thing, everything else will be easier. Start with the one thing. Start with the hardest thing.
Yeah.
So, ano ba yung mga bagay na dapat natin gawin? I'm coaching someone right now sa sales. Binigyan ko siya ng 3 bagay na dapat niyang gawin. So, ilang araw na hindi pa ginagawa. Kasi it's difficult because those are the hardest things. Yeah. So now, sabi ko, if you do these things, this will really help you, especially in this season.
It's actually very true, no? You start gradually, and then that's how you level up. You start small, you start somewhere, and then hindi lahat magaling. Kung lahat magaling at superstar agad, di ba? Lahat na tayo superstar, di ba? It's not. It takes a lot of patience and perseverance and process towards making that happen. Sige, to end lang, no? What is one thing you want to encourage our listeners as we are leveling up and making sure that we'll become better people after this?
It's ironic you're saying that. I just texted someone a few minutes ago. Sabi ko, how's your group? Kasi nasa sales din siya, insurance. Sabi niya, I'm okay. And he's very optimistic, but he also said na yung mga tao daw niya, dahil bago pa lang sila sa industry, mas mahihirapan sa transition. And then I messaged him back, sabi ko, I'm impressed with your optimism. That's fantastic. And I guess the one thing that we can take away from this is after the everything, we can come out as a better person. As a better person. So my encouragement to everyone right now who's listening, who's watching is this is just one moment in our life. Remember, our life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And marathon to, yung experience natin ngayon, this is just a few months of our life. Sabihin na natin kahit 1 year yan. This is just 1 year of our life. And the rest of your years, you have so much time to come back, so much time to earn what you have lost, and so much time to give back. And if you put that into perspective, you make use of this time. Kasi tama si Pastor Dennis na itong time na to, this is the time of training so that we can work not on what we're doing, but we can work more on ourselves.
Sobra ka mag-push din, Jayson. No? And I know a lot of people have been inspired by your leadership, inspired by your example, and I'm one of them. No? And I say this without bola, no? Without hindi pwede English yun, no? Without bola. Okay. But I say this truthfully that you are somebody that I really look up to, and somebody that I know many people should look up to and follow as an example.
Hey, the feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. In fact, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now if it weren't for your support also and friendship.
Before we say goodbye, please invite them to your Facebook, to your social media accounts, or your website. Can you just...
Hey, please follow me on Jayson Lo, JaysonLo. You can find me on Facebook and also on other social media handles, YouTube and Instagram. And you can visit my website, jaysonlo.com. I have a chapter there from my book, Determined, talking about wealth busters. Determined is spelled D-E-B-T, determined, and it's from our death story. Yun din yung encouragement ko sa mga tao ngayon. No? Yung nag-meeting tayo last week, naisip ko lang, sabi ko, I'm not worried about ourselves kasi napagdaanan na namin to 2008, we had a personal pandemic na nawala lahat, kumpis yung wife ko, laki ng utang namin, walang credit card. And I'm more worried about people around, from friends, from family who have been suffering in this pandemic. And I believe, in a way, yun yung isang gusto kong gawin ngayon, to spread a virus of positivity and a virus of hope. So you can follow me in those mediums.
All right, we'll put the link in the caption below. Please follow Jayson Lo sa kanyang account sa social media, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, and get to also hear about his upcoming webinars and seminars that he'll be offering for all of us. So thank you so much, Jayson Lo. Again, if you are encouraged, if you like this video, if you have been uplifted by this video, please like, subscribe, and share this channel to your loved ones. Sa mga babae po dyan, forward niyo po sa mga boyfriend ko para matuto din sila to act like a man. So, God bless you, everyone. Thank you again. Peace out.